Hi everyone, so today we have an election prediction for Kamala Harris versus Mike Pence as a 2020 possible election scenario. So let's start off with the safe states. So we know that the West Coast probably going to go to Kamala Harris. Up across the United States, this is Pence territory. In all of these places, actually, pretty much going to go to Pence regardless. His home state of Indiana. Illinois would go to Kamala Harris as well, with all the Northeast, Delaware, Maryland, and the District of Columbia, New York, Vermont, and one electoral vote from the state of Maine. So we start off with 183 electoral votes for Kamala Harris to 164 for Mike Pence. Let's start off with the Western Coast. So with Kamala Harris's appeal, I would definitely give her Nevada, Colorado, and New Mexico. I mean, these are states that Kamala Harris has pretty good Latino and African American appeal, minority appeal, and I do think she would carry those states. But Arizona, I think that appeal is not good enough to overcome the conservative base of that state that Mike Pence does quite well with. Next area we're going to look at is the South. The South is very interesting because it has quite a lot of minorities. I think that Kamala Harris will carry Virginia. I mean, it's trending more blue, and I do think she can do well in the DC suburbs. But going down to North Carolina, Georgia, and Florida, I see Mike Pence doing very well in the conservative base of those states, the conservative base in North Carolina, the conservative base in Georgia, and the conservative base in Florida, all probably going to go to Mike Pence overwhelmingly. So right now it's 235 electoral votes for Mike Pence to 216 for Kamala Harris. So where can Mike Pence expand his lead? He can expand it in Iowa and Ohio. I mean, I don't think it would be that hard for Mike Pence to carry those states. Being closely tied to the Trump administration is going to help him in those states. Going up to Minnesota, Hillary Clinton won the state. I don't see it flipping sides, especially Trump has a better Rust Belt appeal than Mike Pence, and Trump didn't even carry the state, so I think that Kamala Harris will be able to do well there. Going up to New Hampshire and Maine, I think that this is a big one. I think that Mike Pence will actually carry New Hampshire, but I think that Kamala Harris will narrowly edge out Maine at large. But Mike Pence will carry the 2nd district, and she will carry the 1st district. So now the places that will decide the election is the Rust Belt. I think that Kamala Harris can win in Michigan. I mean, Trump's approval rating is very, very low there, and that's not necessarily going to help Mike Pence. In Pennsylvania and Wisconsin, I see Pennsylvania going for Kamala Harris because I think that, Trump's approval rating, again, not that great in Pennsylvania. And also, many voters in the Rust Belt are looking at the president's, how he's doing his job, and not really liking it. I mean, so that's not necessarily going to go well for Mike Pence. And the final state to decide the election, Wisconsin, I'm calling it for Mike Pence because it's the one that voted for Trump the most out of the 3 main Rust Belt states. And I think that it's been trending more Republican. I mean, if you look at 2008 to 2012 to 2016, everyone is getting more Republican. So Wisconsin, and I do think that Mike Pence will do very well with the conservative base in the state. I don't see Kamala Harris doing very well there. So final electoral map, 274 for Mike Pence. He narrowly edges out Kamala Harris, who has 264 electoral votes. Thank you for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I'll see you all in the next one.